Good morning to professors, and today I'm taking a video to record my network project. It's about AUPP network project. It's comprehensive network that involve design a network topology and four floors with a total 120 VLANs. Then it's distributed across the floors. So the goal is to ensure that scalabilities, segmentations, and optimized traffic management for diverse organizations. And need there are two primary steps. Use Microsoft visions for drawings over here. So here is I use a Microsoft drawing Vision Pro to showcase the distribute of core distribution and access layers. Here's the diagram including things such as the switch. Okay, switch here, switch, multi-layer switch, routers, and the some item of IoT Internet of Things that I have added into a AUPP network system for yes have AC, laptop, desktop, printers, and etc. So this diagram is have a router for a VLAN assignment and interconnection provides the clear blueprint of the network. So whilst for design who configure these topologies, I use Cisco packet tracers uh, to configure to simulate this network, implement the technology design to Microsoft Vision drawings. So the simulation including such as include about config VLAN, inter VLAN for routing and test connectivity to one troubleshoot some issues in this project. So before we get into our topic, let's see our my today content first. So for the today contents, I will cover on like introduction about AUPP systems, literature review, technology implement, create VLAN and config inter VLAN, routing for multiple layers, subnetting IP that I use a tool in on internet to dedicate the HCP server device to provide a dynamic IP allocation, config OSPF protocols, config switch port security on switch, config WLAN on a Cisco access point with a web and WPA2 PSK authentications, Internet of Things, test and verify the network communication. Last but not least is the futures. The future plan that makes sense for students and professors can upload the files on the cloud computing. So let's move on introductions. So for the introduction, the objective for the goal is to make the AUPP better network and goal for the project. So point to covers the project is about the AUPP department like HR, IT supervisors, IT manager, web managers, web admin, marketing, operations, SAs. So all departments that are included in this project. And its mission is to deliver the quality of educations and with a strong technology support. Literature review that I have included in a network report that for move the passive technology implements as a network engineers before we build a topology, before we buy like a device, we need to implement like a network design first. So for a tree, design is a core for the internet access, distribute, access, connect to distribute, and distribute, connect to the core. Ensure scalability, manageability, and efficiency. Core layer is a central routers, a switch for a high speed that provide the internet between departments. For distribute layers, connect department, manage VLAN, and organize traffic. Access layer. Access layer is support end user device, PC and smartphone IoT system like a fire alarm and ACs. So here is about the creating VLAN that why we use why need I'm create a VLANs because in my network that I have designed is there are many departments. So if we send from one department to department, we it is a broadcast type. So I need to create a VLAN to divide a broadcast domain into a small segments, isolation section, and improve performance security by reuse the broadcast, allowing department as separations. They make sense for us if I want to ping. Okay, if I want to send data from IT support to student affairs, that makes sense for me. They connect these two departments only, not broadcast to all departments. And step to create a VLAN on a switch. So access the switch via CLIs, and this is just a configurations VLAN configuration mode using a VLAN. Assign a name for identify, like if we configure VLAN on HO, we type the name HO. So I will show you about this. Okay, in here I am config on the switch. The password is Cisco or Cisco and show VLAN brief. So if you want to give a name for a VLAN is here is VLAN 10. So give the number of VLAN and then give the name of the VLAN that make us to recognize, okay, which VLAN we are in. And then there's interface that I have configured from fast03 until fast024. Oh. So all the suite, all the department that I have configured for a VLANs. So we can show VLAN that have show VLAN brief, show interface switch port for specific switch port, and show interface trunk that config from a switch to layer 3 switch. They can carry multiple VLAN trunk. And that I have create inter VLAN. So create inter VLAN from VLANs for VLAN 10 and VLAN 10 we can communicate smoothly. We can communicate like successfully. But if different VLANs like VLAN from HR to VLAN IT support, HR to marketing, we cannot ping successfully. So that's why we create inter VLAN for pin that different IP that can route traffic between VLAN and VLAN successfully. So with benefit, there are three inter VLANs. So legacy method and router on a stick and multi-layer switch. So I use multi-layer switch because it efficiency routing traffic between the VLAN, stay locally in the switch, reduce latencies, simplify, manage, and combine switching routing functionality, single reuse network complexities. So command to display for the inter VLAN is like inter VLAN and the VLAN ID that we have the config. So let me show you. So here is I config on a layer 3 switch. Here. Okay. Support mode trunk that we can carry the multiple VLANs then to make a traffic smoothly and successfully. So here I configure the inter VLANs and IP address for this VLANs and IP hyper address that I will talk later about it. It have to push the DHCP from a server room. So floors 1 and floor 3 there are 60 VLANs. Okay. So here is the inter VLAN that I have created. let's move to subnetting IP. For the subnetting IP is to ensure the efficiency use of IP address and propose network organizations. So subnetting IP like divide a large like IP into a small subnetting that can reduce the waste of we can reduce the waste of the IP and isolate the traffic. AUPP subnet for VLANs is I use from the range 92.96.0.10.0/24 until 12/24. So subnetting improved about the security and simplify a network. VLANs, okay, I use a range class C, and for the router and layer C switch, I use about class A. So I use this tool for the subnetting. VLSM calculators. Here is about the VLANs from HR and /25 subnet is 5. Then the number of the host is 50, and this the result that I have. I'll put in the packet addresses. I take these results to put in the packet addresses, and also the report here as well. So here is subnetting IPs in the AUPP report that I have created. Config the HCP and dynamic IP as allocation. So automate IP assigns for all VLAN using a central DHCPs from a DHCP room that I have configured in VLAN 90. That centralized dynamic assign IP by device in all VLANs. So the command that is very important that config in layer 3 switch is IP helper address. Config on the HVLAN interface to forward the HCP from the server room in VLAN 90. It designed based on pre-configured scope in VLAN subnetting. So let me show you about the DHCP room in VLAN 90. Here is the DHCP room. We click on the service and then DHCP. So for the DHCP, all departments or all VLAN is I config from here. That IP for pool name, HR, we have registrar, we have student affairs, libraries, web, IT management, IT support, all departments. And yes, is the rank for the user is 50. I start from 10.1 and for default gateways. Right. So here is about the DHCP that I have configured for all departments. So let me show you the results. Okay. So here is the DHCP that from a DHCP room, server room. Here's all this one is from the DHCP room. So why it is important to configure the DHCPs is single point from monitors and control the IP allocations. No need for manual config because if we have a lot of the PCs with a lot of the PC for users, we cannot go to manual config the IPs. We spend a lot of time. So use the ACP is to use the time efficiency to manage the IPs and easily to support a new device. If a new device, we just click on the ACP, the ACP room will provide, the ACP server will provide your IP address for allocation across the all VLANs. Reliability ensure the consistent IP location across the VLANs. Here is for config OSPF for routing protocols. Enable efficiency scalable dynamic routing across the AUPPs. OSPF is like advanced link state routing protocol that can communicate across the network smoothly. Okay, link state routing protocol, dynamic update routing table to find a shortest path for transfer using SP algorithms. So let me show you about this. So let's see about the configuration overview first. The first one is we have the command router or SPF in configuration mode. I use is 10, and then we advertise a subnet thing. We click on the routers and the boss. Okay, we just show IP P or SPF. Okay. Show IP. Show IP neighbors. We can show IPOS neighbor that connect to us between this. So here is the neighbor from router flow ones. Here is a neighbor for OSPF and IP. Show IP route. Okay, show IP route. Is IP route. O is represent for the OSPF. So here is my configuration for router OSPF. It's router OSPF network 10.10.10.12. Its point 12 is from this interface. So why do we need to configure the OSPF? Can we configure OSPF for fast coherent, quick adapt to network change and reduce the downtime. Set an update during change like around 30 minutes. Minimize access traffic. Optimize routing. Reduce a table size. For config a switch port, that I have config switch port is protect mode, restrict mode, and shutdown mode. In this topology, I also config the port security to make the security in the AUPP network system. So in VLAN 40, I config shutdown mode. VLAN 50, I config restrict mode, and VLAN 60, I config protected mode. So here's as a reference for IT support, we can show the command show port security. We can see the protected mode, and final room we can use a show port security interface. We can see about the violation mode is shut down, and marketing department is restricted mode. For WLAN on the Cisco access point, for access point, I set up to have like a password to have a security on a web legacy and WPA2 PSK for all modern authentications. For the key point is web authentication, all the encryption protocol suitable for legacy device more secure. And WPA is more secure encryption than WEP authentication that use AES. So here's in web encryption keys. Then the access point. Okay, let me show you about this. Here's it's a web for WEP, and here's for president laptop. I config security is WPA personal special key Cisco 123 and president laptop that we can successfully connect it. So for the Internet of Things that I have add to make AUPP AUPP system more features that integrate with the IoT device such as for fire detection, smoke detection, and environment control for safety and environment and efficiencies. So for the key concept is fire detection system. For fire detection system, fire monitor for sprinkler and sirens. Functionality is automatic detect trigger the alarm siren activate for a rapid response. For the fire, I also config like I also add about a Python script that make this more that real fires. So if we take this fire next or close to the sirens, if it fire monitor, if it detect alert to a sirens, and it have a waters to cause to make the fire is calm and take this fire away. And one more thing is about the smoke detectors. With smoke detector, I also set the conditions. If the smoke is greater than 0.1, it will take the blower is more higher. Here's okay. So for IoT is I have config all about the conditions to make this IoT work smoothly. Solar system. Okay, for the solar system, here's okay. For the solar system is I buy only one solar system, and then I integrate with all department in here. Okay, the solar system is 27 watt right now. So for the condition that I have take from the solar system, and AC is the condition I said is if the solar system get the sun's get the energies from the sun more than 50 watt, the AC will on. Okay, the red one is on, or on. Okay, for the UV. So we can also check in the web browsers from a remote that IT or operation can troubleshoot about the if the solar system is not work correctly. So let me remote to this IoT. Okay, for the password is IoT and IoT. Password and username is all IoT. Let's see. Okay. So AUPP AC is on the green. Now it's all green. So it means that all AC all departments AC for all department is working. So fire IoT AC, and for the last part that for the future update is implement about the cloud computing. Cloud computing we can access anytime and anywhere. Yeah, all department can access the cloud computing like for the HR, like for the student affairs can upload the files in the cloud computing here. Also then can and IT manager can take these file from a student affairs. So let me show you as well. We need to create one file. Hello, I'm from SA departments and cell. The file is from sa.txt, and then we need to show this one on the command prompt that we have remote to the cloud computing. It's just like about the uh, Microsoft and upload Microsoft to a cloud and OneDrive, that AUP use a OneDrive and give the permission the user give the permission to other user to get the funds. Okay, user admin password is Cisco 123. Good. We can display. So here is the files. we can get this file as well. And IT manager also can get the files to display about so what this file is writing for. Every department also can do this as well. And last but not least about the cloud computing in here. Last but not least about the test and verify the network communication between one LAN to a one LAN. One LAN, one LAN to one LAN, one VLAN to one VLAN. So for the I test from IT support to student affairs. We can ping, can ping. So for the student affair, we click here. We can ping this IP student from a student affair, and I ping for IT supervisors from one VLAN to one VLAN. So it pings successfully that from VLAN 60 to VLAN 120. So we can use this as well to ping the connectivities to librarians, and from librarian to IT support. So the result is successfully. So my presentation about AUPP network system is come to the end. Thank you for professors that I have learned from you a lot about the IoT, about the configuration from the Cisco's. So goodbye.